What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Powerful Fitness Podcast, episode number 11. Today we got on an awesome guest. He's a football player for Semo. He played high school football in East Prairie. That's Missouri, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, that's right down the road. I don't know why I'm asking that. His name's Derez Tipler, and, he's a beast, so y'all best recognize. So let's go ahead and kind of talk about, like, where you're from. Just kind of introduce yourself to, I'm sure a lot of people that watch this probably know you because once you share it, it's going to be a lot of your friends, family members, and fans watching. But a lot of my fans and stuff, obviously, they're not going to know you. So let's just kind of talk about, like, where you're from and stuff like that.
Okay, so I'm originally from Charleston, Missouri. It's
Okay.
like 10 minutes. You know where Charleston's at.
So hold on. How old are you?
I'm 21.
Oh, 21. Okay, never mind. I was about to say, we might have went to school together, but I'm way too old.
Yeah, I'm 21. I'm originally from Charleston, then we moved to East Prairie. It's like 10, 15 minutes from Charleston.
Okay,
That's
so
where I grew up at.
how long did you live in Charleston?
Probably until I was like 5 or 6.
Okay.
Not that long.
East Prairie. So how is East Prairie? It's a small town, right?
Very small town.
Like smaller than Syston?
Yeah, way smaller than Syston.
Oh, so it's super small. Okay.
Yeah, I graduated with like 76 kids.
Okay.
Our graduation was like an hour long.
Okay, so you played football. So when did you start playing football?
I started playing football in Pee Wee League. Like, that's technically where you can hit in East Prairie. It's like 4th grade.
Okay.
4th, 5th, and 6th graders was all together. And
so
that's when I started. It was like 4th grade.
So did you
contact?
Did you always love football, or did it like take time for you to really fall in love with it?
I just like playing sports, to be honest. Like, I play all sports. In East Prairie, we had like the main 3 sports, like baseball, basketball, football. And I played all 3 of those.
Okay.
I was pretty good at all of them, but my favorite was basketball. That's what I chose to play right after high school. But I think I was best at football.
Not tall enough, though?
No, not tall enough. Not at all. Not at all. I got to college, and I played my first game, and there was like 7-footers coming off the bench.
Them dudes is,
I was just
come
like,
on, man.
I was like, yeah, that's when I know I had to throw in the towel.
Yeah.
But it was still fun, though. Like, I got the experience of, playing college basketball and live out my dream. But in high school, I played.
Oh, so you did play basketball in college?
Yeah, I played at
cool.
Blackhawk College in Moline, Illinois. It's like by Peoria. You know where Peoria is?
I've heard of Peoria.
Yeah, so I think it's like an hour and a half from there.
Okay.
It's like a little JUCO.
Okay.
I played 2 years there. Well, technically not the second year because of COVID. COVID happened.
Oh, yeah, that shit, man.
They switched everything online. We got a new coach.
Y'all was playing basketball online?
We got a new coach, and it was just terrible.
Yeah.
So I just came home and finished out my last year there because it's on JUCO. JUCO's only 2 years.
Okay.
And then I came home. I took a year off. I tried to get a car. I got a good job. Helped my mom around. When COVID happened, it was like real hard for everybody. So I helped her around the house. Took a year off, got a car, got a good paying job at Orgill. You know where Orgill's at in Sykes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I worked there for like a year and like probably 2-3 months. I was making like $21 an hour.
Nice.
It was nice. And then there's a guy named Al Young. You know Al Young?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to start playing football again, and I seen that, he's been doing good. He got to play with Deion Sanders at Jackson State this last year. And I was just like, I talked to him, and I was like, bro, I think I want to get back to playing football. So we started working out every day. Like, I'd go to work out with Al, go to sleep, had to be up and go to work at 4 o'clock in the morning. So I just had a daily routine that I did every day, just to get back into it. Because I ain't played football since my senior
What type
year.
of workouts?
We just did like a lot of agility stuff, like ladder, and then we did like some sand pit some days. Did a lot of like tennis ball, a lot of balance, stuff like that, just for me to just get the feel back a little bit more. And then after that, where was I at? Talking about, I was getting back into the groove of playing football. And then Al used to play Semo too before he went to Jackson State for his last year. So we got to talk to Coach too, because which is the head coach of Semo football.
Okay.
And I had like a tryout or whatever. So I went to my tryout and I made the team. And then I didn't know that my grades was messed up, so that's when I had to.
How you ain't know that?
Man, when I was at Blackhawk, like, my grades was good. Like, I've always had good grades in high school. I think I had like a 3.8 GPA. Went to college and my GPA was still like a 3.2, 3 point something. And then he was like looking at my grades, and he was like, "I'm sorry, but like your grades are not what you say that was." And I was confused. I was like, "What you mean my grades are not what you said they were?" I was like, "I've had like all A's and B's." And
well, you said you took time off, so was it just a lack of?
I guess I don't know, but like when I was at Blackhawk, my grades were good though. Okay. And then I guess when they transferred them over, I didn't get all my grades, and then some grades that I dropped, they didn't take that off my transcript, so it looked like that I had bad grades, which I didn't even take the class.
Oh, like you wasn't right. You dropped the class, but it looked like you didn't drop it, so you just
looked like I just
weren't showing up.
Yeah, I had a 0% in there.
Okay.
And
so how'd you feel when you made the Semo team?
Oh, I was hyped. Yeah. Because I found out I had the tryout I think it was like 1 or 2 o'clock, and then Coach Tuke had texted me like at 4 or 5. And the crazy thing about it, as soon as he texted me, like I instantly called Al, and I was like, "Al, bro, I made the team, this and that." And he was like, "Bro, I already knew," because Coach Tuke had talked to him before he had talked to me. And I was like, "Man, why you ain't tell me that?" He's like, I wanted you to be surprised, like this and that. But like I was just working really hard all summer just to get the opportunity. And I was like telling Coach Tuke, I was like on him, texting him all the time. I know he's probably annoyed with me, but I was like, I really want to play. Like,
hey, the squeaky wheel gets the grease.
This is what I want to do, and I had my opportunity. I took the best of it. I made the team. So.
And when was this?
I think it was like right before school started.
So it was this year?
Yeah, it was this year.
Okay.
Like right before school started. I think it was like a month or 2 right before school started.
Okay. I don't even know when school starts. So
it starts like May.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about this stuff. I don't go to school. Shit. I got my GED and I said, I'm gone.
I don't blame you. I hate school, but I just do it so I can play football.
Right. That's so funny. Like you have to go to school just to like it's so counterintuitive. Like what about that is going to help you, make it to the NFL, or it's like it's not going to help you at all.
I don't know either, man.
Especially when they got you doing dumb stuff like drama class, or
they say that stuff that's gonna help you out in the future. That shit definitely do not help you out in the future. I'm taking classes that that shit like African civilization. Like, what is that gonna help me? Like,
right?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's
like it's nice to know like the culture before all that this and that, but like stuff not gonna help me.
I mean, if you want to learn it, you can Google that shit.
Exactly.
I mean, come on now.
Like, why I gotta take a whole damn 16-week period class?
But I would say something like that type of class, I definitely would be interested in.
Yeah, I'm like interested in, but like it don't,
It's not going to help you in life.
It's not going to help me.
You're not going to show up to a job application and be like, well, from my country.
Exactly.
start telling them about your lineage. They're going to be like, well, but can you work? What does that have to do with anything?
What does that have to do with anything?
When you go to apply for a football team, they're not going to, none of that stuff matters.
They're going to ask you, like, do you know 5 + 5? Like, no.
Right. Like me, I chose to be an MMA fighter. Nothing I learned in school is really going to help me with that. Maybe a little bit of physics, object in motion, send his face in motion or something. I don't know, but yeah, most of that stuff in school is kind of, it's just, it's dumb. But so anyways, I'm very curious what it's like. So what position do you play?
I play DB and safety.
What's DB?
Defensive back.
I don't know none of the positions. I do know safety though.
Okay, that's like defensive back is like which guards the wide receiver.
Okay, cool. Okay.
It's like personally, I think it's the hardest position on the field because like you're guarding the best player on their team all the time.
Oh yeah, the guy that's catching the ball.
Yeah, and they run like 4.2, 4.3 40s, and that's like the quickest people on the field.
So you must be pretty fast then.
I'm pretty fast.
Okay, so now I know you got safety and then free safety, right?
Mm-hmm. It depends on which coverage you're in. Like sometimes you'll run just a strong safety. Sometimes you'll run just one safety, 2 safety sometimes.
So you're a defensive player.
Yeah.
See, I like safety because you get to chill in the back, and if they make it past everybody, it's your time to knock their ass out.
Exactly. But then it could be bad too. Like say they make it past everybody, you the last person, you missed the tackle.
It's all on you, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when I played football as a kid, they put me in free safety, and I liked it because it was like I'm gonna take the least amount of hits. Like, I just wanted. I'm like, okay, if everything goes, if my team don't stop them, then I'll be the last guy. You know what I'm saying? But
then it does look good too, though. Like they get past everybody, you make the clutch tackle, you make the clutch play, like in the fourth quarter,
And it's kind of hard not to get them because you see them coming.
Yeah.
But
then you got to think about it too. Like I'm 5'9", 5'10". You got running backs that's 5'9", 5'10", but they like 230.
how much do you weigh?
I weigh like 185, 190.
So are you trying to get bigger?
I'm trying to, like, not too big, but I'm trying to get like a little bigger.
Because I thought football players had to be like 200 or something.
Oh, no, I ain't trying to be 200. I feel like I'll be way too slow if I get 200.
So is that just linemen that have to be really big?
I think so.
Like I said, I don't know anything about football. I don't know what the sizes are for the quarterbacks and the running backs and
like the average lineman in the NFL is probably like 300 pounds.
Dang. Yeah. That makes sense.
300 pounds, like 6'5".
Wow.
Yeah, that shit don't make no sense being that big.
Like a straight sumo wrestler.
Exactly. That's why I chose defense, not offense no more. Do not want to get hit.
Right. Yeah, I don't want to be the guy with the ball on that field. No, sir.
Because in high school, though, I played like both sides, which we had a small high school, so I was on the field most of the time. We didn't have like a big high school where I get to choose to play defense or just offense. I just had to be on the field all the time, and I played defense and offense.
Right.
So in high school, I played like wide receiver. Some years I played quarterback and running back. So it was still nice.
And they was still in your adolescent body. You ain't they ain't grown to that full beast yet. Yeah, I never liked football. I didn't. I liked baseball, but football, I'm just like, I just knew I'm not built for this. I knew I wasn't. I know I wasn't built for it. I'm scrawny, man. That don't make no sense. I don't even know why my mom put me in football. Like, why?
But I like baseball too, though. Like, I think personally, baseball is like one of my best sports too. And I had broke my hand my senior year. It's like our very first game of the season, and we was like blowing the team out, and it was just nonchalant. And guy had pitched the ball. I'm batting. Guy pitched the ball, and it hit me in my hand.
Ooh.
And it sounded like it
broke it?
Yeah, it sounded like it like hit the bat. That's how loud it was. And I was just like, So I was running down first base line.
It's like,
I was like running down first base line, and I stood on first base, and I was talking to my first base coach, and I was like, my hand.
I can feel my pulse in my hand.
I was like, it don't feel right. He's like, I'm like always joking around and shit. So he's like, nah, you just playing. I'm like, nah, I don't think I am playing for real. And I kept playing. I made it to third base. I kept playing. I made it to third base, and it was like our head coach is at third baseline. That was my assistant coach I was talking to at the first baseline. I went over there. I'm talking to him too. He think I'm playing because I'm smiling. Like, it's hard not to smile.
Right.
He's like, you playing? I'm like, nah, bro, I'm really not playing. Like, I can't squeeze my hand, nothing like that. He's like, whatever, bro. So we get 3 outs. I go out to the outfield. I play center field. Ball coming right at me. I have my glove in my left hand because I'm right-handed. You wear your glove in your left hand.
Right.
Ball coming right to me. I was like, oh, my God. Caught the ball instantly. Just,
Oh,
I caught
man.
it.
You caught it, though?
Mid-game, I caught it, though. It hurt so bad. I caught it, and that's when I knew, like, something was really wrong. I caught it, took the ball all the way up to the catcher, gave it to the ump. I was like, Coach, I got to go. He's like, what's wrong? I was like, yeah, my hand's something not right.
Should have known it was broke.
Yeah, I was like, it was literally the first next play, too, like when we got into the outfield. I caught the ball. I just quit during the middle of the game, and we had to get somebody to come out and center field.
Right.
I went to the doctor's office.
Broke.
She came back. And
what they have to do to it?
I had to get, like a needle.
A rod put in there?
Yeah, a rod put in there. And I had to wear, like, a splint, I think it was. I had to wear, like, a splint for, like, 3 months.
Dang.
And that shit was terrible. That was the worst 3 months of my life. Like, you don't realize how much you got to use your opposite hand till you, like, actually need it.
Right.
That shit was terrible. Like, taking a shower with one hand, eating with one hand. Like,
yeah.
It's not comfortable
I'm a fighter, so I would hate to break my hand.
So have you ever, like, broke anything fighting?
Nope.
Never?
Mm-mm.
How long have you been fighting?
I started when I was 17.
17?
But then I took a couple. So when I started, I wasn't really training. I just was jumping in there. So really, I started fighting 11 years ago, but I've been fighting seriously for like 7 years. And the worst injury I had was I tore my LCL and my meniscus because I was training with a fucking dipshit, and he hurt my leg. But other than that, the only other thing I really had was one time I was training, and this was probably like 4 or 5 years ago. We were doing judo throws, and my teammate threw me, and I slapped out. And when he walked away, my hand was still down on the mat, and he stepped on my right index finger. And for like over a year, I couldn't even make a fist. Like, this was the best fist I could make. Like, my hand was stuck here. I couldn't bring it down like that.
Yeah, that's how I was when I broke my hand. Like, I couldn't squeeze my hand at all. Like, I don't even know how I put my glove on, to be honest.
Right. And I had, like, 5 fights with my hand like that before I finally was like, okay, I need to go to the doctor. And all they did was give me some little, like, Play-Doh type putty and showed me, like, 4 exercises to use with it, like, 3 times a day. And I did that for, like, a month or so. And finally, my fingers started to come down. And now I can make a full fist. But even still now, I can still feel the tightness. Like, it's still not even fully recovered. I can still feel it. And if I'm not careful how I punch, if I hit it wrong, it'll kind of flare up again. I have to go back to doing those, them exercises to get it to loosen up. So, yeah, injuries are a hard thing to avoid when you're, like, especially, like, football. It's like, dude, how do you avoid?
Yeah, you're going to get contact in every play.
Right, exactly.
And the crazy thing about it is, like, I broke my hand my senior year, and, like, I low-key a little scared to, like, do too much contact, but not be, like, scary out there. But, like, I don't want to land wrong and then,
Got to be careful.
Yeah.
And which is also why people talk about, like, all the rules they're making in football and stuff. It's like, yeah, because you're not gonna have no games.
Yeah.
like there's no, like, it's hard enough to stay safe and avoid injuries and bad collisions with all these rules. Imagine if the rules weren't there. And people, a lot of these fans still to this day don't understand how dangerous football really is.
Really dangerous.
Like, I mean, how can you go through a career and not get CTE? You're constantly banging into each other, which is, as a fighter, that's something that I'm constantly thinking about, which is why when I train, I make sure, like, I don't do hard sparring and let people hit me in my head. Like, only time I'm going to get hit, if I get hit, is going to be at my fight.
Yeah.
Like, hit hard, that is. When we train, it's very, very light touches to the head and, hard to the body. Because you can get hit hard to the body. Your body's going to be fine. Mm-hmm. But getting hit in the head, your brain's just not meant to take that shit. So, it's hard. People don't realize it's difficult to actually make it, to have a long career in a sport like football. Yeah, it's extremely hard to do.
Most definitely. I think about that stuff all the time too. Like, my mom, she didn't even want me to play like high school football. Like, that's how bad it was. Right. I had 3 concussions in high school.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Like, I'm on my 3rd one already.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think I've ever been concussed. Oh, dude, so tell me why. Look, tell me why last night, okay? I'm at jiu-jitsu class, and my instructor, he's demonstrating, John Dudley, he's demonstrating, and the guy he was my classmate that he was demonstrating on, Nathan Stearns, dude, it's made my night. He's demonstrating that, what was it? It was a north-south choke, and Nathan doesn't tap. He just sits there, doesn't tap for whatever reason.
You go to sleep,
and then he, passes out, starts making all these freaking sounds and stuff, and our instructor, he doesn't even know he's passed out yet, because it looked, the way the sounds he was making, it looked like he was trying to hold out.
Yeah.
And our instructor, he was basically trying to. He was waiting for him to tap. He never tapped. And then we was like, he's out. And then he stops, and Nathan, he's like, he gets up, he's like, starts rubbing his hands, he's like, what happened? What happened? What are we doing? And dude, I was dying laughing. I'm like, Nate, why why would you just let him choke you out? But the thing about being choked out is it doesn't cause brain damage. Being knocked out causes brain damage. Being hit hard in the head causes brain damage. But being choked to sleep is not really extremely. It's not like, you know what I'm saying? It just kind of, granted, it's not healthy. Don't go choking yourself out for fun. Yeah. But it's not like getting a concussion. It's not like getting cracked upside the head. So, which is also why, a lot of people are more comfortable doing jiu-jitsu as like an opening martial art than like kickboxing or something like that, because they don't want to get hit in the head. But dude, it was hilarious, dude. Oh my god, I wish I had this shit filmed. It was so funny.
I definitely want to start, like, I want to work out with you a couple times just to see like the workouts and stuff that you go through. Like, I've always want to do like some of them workouts. Like, my uncle used to be a fighter.
Yeah.
But
what do you like, MMA?
Yeah, he used to do MMA.
Okay.
He won a couple belts and stuff too, but My grandma didn't like it, so she made him quit.
No way.
Yeah. He was nice though.
Did he ever go pro or just all amateur?
I think it was like around the area like you do too. Like going to Memphis and stuff like that.
Well, he might have. I mean, the difference between amateur and pro is pros get paid.
Okay, he was probably amateur then.
Okay.
I don't think he got paid for it.
Yeah.
We was kind of little when he was fighting. We was probably like 12, 13 when he was fighting.
Oh, so he was fighting so when he was a teenager, he won these belts.
No, he was like probably younger 20s.
Oh, okay.
Upper 20s, somewhere around there.
Okay.
He's like 30
cool.
something right now.
Well, yeah, I would say out of when it comes to martial arts training, wrestling is definitely is like the hardest on the body, like the toughest. That'd be like if as a football player, I feel like wrestling would be the best thing for you to do, like if you're like cross training, because it's like, yeah, it's super tiring.
Like, cause me and my friends, we be playing all the time. Like, we love MMA. Like, we into MMA. Like, we make bets and stuff like that. Like every Saturday, like everybody has their best fighters, this and that. So like we be playing around like wrestling and shit.
Yeah.
And like 30 seconds in, we on the ground, but bro, I can't even breathe. Like I don't understand how y'all do that for like 3 straight rounds. For like how long is it? 5 minutes?
Well, in MMA, so as an amateur, it's usually do 3-minute rounds, but once you go pro, it's 3 5-minute rounds. And then if it's a championship fight, then you're doing 5 5-minute rounds. That's 25 minutes.
Exactly.
But like when we're at the dojo at jiu-jitsu class, we'll do we always roll for 5 minutes. There was one of the another football player that came to Carpe Momentum. He was doing classes there. And I cannot for the life of me remember his name right now off the top of the head. He's black. He's got dreadlocks.
Long dreads?
Short.
Short? Oh, okay.
Oh, man.
So there's a couple people on the team now.
That's going to get on my nerves. I can't think of his name right now. Probably because I haven't seen him in a couple months. Michael, I think. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure he plays football for Semo as well. I might be mistaken. Yeah, he's a football player. Yeah, because John was saying that, and he's strong as fuck too. Strong. But yeah, it's pretty funny. I mean, when you know so many techniques, you know, it makes up for strength and speed and stuff like that. Yeah. So like a lot of your buddies that you play football with, you know, like I only weigh 155, but a lot of the guys like your size and even bigger and stronger, like I can submit them just because it's just the understanding of the different positions and the submissions as well. And then also when you don't know, you're doing a lot of squeezing and like you're not relaxed when you can be relaxed. So they'll be squeezing really hard. After 60 seconds, they're tired, but I haven't even begun to squeeze yet because I just understand the positions. But yeah, it's pretty funny. You know, a lot of guys that are really strong, they think that they're good fighters because they're strong or they're fast or they might have had street fights, but just like everything else, there's levels to it. Like there's so many levels to fighting. It's pretty wild. You know, it's kind of like you got your people on the street that go and hoop, you know, down at the rec center, but would they ever be able to play on an NBA team?
No.
Not without years and years and years of training, and then they probably still wouldn't even be able to stand. They probably couldn't even make the bench, you know. So yeah, fighting is it's intense, dude. MMA is like you have to really be a beast. You got to really be well rounded now because like when it started, so the UFC started in 1993, and back then it was really like a lot of jiu-jitsu fighter versus karate fighter, boxer versus wrestler. It wasn't like MMA fighter versus MMA fighter. Yeah. Everyone just kind of was really good at one art. And now you're going up against guys that are actually well-rounded and good at striking and grappling. So it's the sport's changed a lot, and yeah, it's tough. It's tough, you know. Trying to make it to the UFC and become a champion is just like trying to be in the fucking NFL. You know, it's like trying to win the Super Bowl. Like winning the Super Bowl, that's like equivalent to becoming a UFC champion. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's difficult. Like
big time.
So what type of recovery do you do?
So like, I remember when we was at Champs, you came in there. We was talking about ice baths.
Yeah.
So I take ice baths a lot too.
Okay.
I stretch, I roll, just roll out and stuff like that a lot. But ice bath's like my go-to.
Yeah.
Like I love taking ice bath.
How long you be staying in?
I ain't gonna lie, like probably like 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
10 minutes, that's probably the longest I can go.
Man, if you can do 10 minutes in my ice bath, I could, man, I probably would bet some money you couldn't do 10 in mine.
Ooh. We down there gonna have to see that.
For real.
Yeah, I'm for real. I'll do it.
My shit's cold.
Like how cold we talking?
We're talking like 40 degrees.
Sheesh.
And that's that. I mean, dude, and the difference between 40 degrees and 32 is like still night and day. Like 42, like, dude, 42 is like a breeze compared to 32. 32 is deadly, man. It's something else. But it's like 40 degrees right now. But yeah, you definitely got to come by sometime and jump in. It's right there.
How long you usually be staying in?
5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I usually do 10. Like in high school, our football coach made us like probably like every Wednesday, Thursday, make us take an ice bath.
Shit, I do it every day.
Every day?
Mm-hmm.
You must train a little too hard then.
Dude, I'm sore as fuck every day.
How long do you do you train?
So I usually do like two hours in the morning and then 2 hours at night, sometimes longer. So at least a solid 4 hours every day. And yeah, it's tough, man. It's super tough. I mean, I don't know. Everyone is different, but me, I'm sore every day, every single day, something.
Yeah, in high school, I was definitely sore every day in football season. So I just can't imagine how college is gonna be. Like I probably ain't even gonna be able to walk. Like I ain't played football and done nothing with football since like my senior year.
Yeah.
I should have like after high school. I had like a little like little offer from Semo, but I didn't really know that it was like that because my coach knew I loved basketball. So I guess he didn't really want to tell me, or that didn't just tell me because he knew I had my mind set up, my mind made up. But I definitely would have took, like I would have been closer to home. Like Cape is from East Prairie is like 45 minutes.
Right.
And I went 6 hours away to go play basketball. So I would have 100% take the offer to play at Semo. But I don't know. I just guess we was just misunderstanding each other.
Yeah.
And my cousin played at the time. My cousin was playing at Semo. He was running back in like special teams. So I would have got to play with him too. So it would have been, I don't know. It just still blow my mind to this day.
So what else do you do? You got hobbies?
Yeah, I mean, I work out a lot. Play the game when I'm bored. Watch the games. I just watch like all sports, like MMA, baseball, basketball, football. I really love college football. Like every Saturday, like I'm locked in on Saturdays.
Okay.
Like from 11 a.m. to when I go to sleep, like I watch college football all Saturday.
Right.
And I just watch like my position. Like that's like when I watch the games, I watch my position.
Yeah, film study is super important.
Yeah, 100%. I just watch how they play, just take some pointers off that. But yeah, Saturdays are like the day I be locked in. But NBA just started back too, so I'm real like huge LeBron fan.
So it sounds like you don't have any hobbies.
What you mean? I
you only talk about sports and shit. That's not a hobby.
I mean, true. I guess
that's your career.
True. I guess I don't know.
Like me, for example,
I like to be with my mom.
I like to rollerblade. Like I call that a hobby, which I don't do it much because I'm always fucking busy training, of course. But yeah, I don't really have a lot of hobbies either.
I mean,
I guess you can call this a hobby since I ain't getting paid yet.
This is tough. Like I've always wanted to be on a podcast. This is nice.
Yeah,
I like watching the 85 South show.
What? The 85 what?
The 85 South show. You ever watch that?
Mm.
With like DC Young Fly, Carlos Miller.
I don't even know who those guys are. You just named.
You ever watch Wildin' Out? Like the TV show with Nick Cannon?
I've watched it before.
Yeah, and it's like some people that's off there that have like their own podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's called like the 85 South show.
Yeah, I usually, when it comes to podcasts, I listen to the Timbo Sugar Show, to Sean O'Malley's podcast, and sometimes I listen to the Joe Rogan podcast. If it don't have to do with fighting, I usually don't even like. I just watch all fighting stuff. Like I don't watch other sports. I don't know nothing about any other sports. I only watch fighting.
Only fighting.
I don't watch like on Sunday. I don't watch football. I never liked watching football. Even Like, even when I played sports as a kid, I never liked watching it. I would never sit and watch a basketball game or a football or a baseball game. I just don't.
Oh,
it's
man.
not entertaining to me. I'd rather watch a movie.
Wow. So when I get back on the team in January, you ain't gonna come watch us play next year? You gonna come to some games on Saturday?
Oh, I'll definitely come watch you play.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Because I know you. Not because of football, but because I know you.
all right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll take that, though.
Yeah, but because, I definitely support my people, but, yeah, I just don't. And maybe that's also why I never wanted to watch it, because it's like, I don't know these people.
Yeah.
Maybe, watching you play, it would be different because I know you.
Yeah.
But also, I think a lot of it's because I don't understand the routes. I don't understand, like, I don't know. I don't know. It's just not entertaining to me. It's just really not. I don't know why. I like watching like people dunk in basketball. I like watching like dunk contests. That's cool.
The last couple of years though, it's been trash.
For real.
Yeah, it's been terrible.
Yeah. I don't know. I just don't. It just seems so boring to me. I'd rather watch like a Marvel movie or something.
That's fire.
Yeah.
That's definitely fire.
That's one of my hobbies, I guess, is watching
movies. Okay.
Watching movies and TV.
I like watching Martin. You ever watch Martin? Martin Lawrence, the TV show called Martin.
Oh, the older show.
Yeah, I watch Martin.
I've watched some of that. Yeah.
I like watching.
Yeah,
Netflix,
he's funny.
Yeah. I guess you can say that. I like watching TV.
So you got a girl?
Yeah.
Okay.
6.5 years.
For real?
Yeah.
Y'all married?
No, we ain't married.
Engaged?
Nah.
Oh, she gonna be on your ass soon.
Especially after she watched this. But no, we've been together like since we was freshmen in high school.
Hey, I sent my woman this little post on Facebook. There was these chicks proposing to their men, and I sent it to her, and she was like, "I would never." I said, "Well, it looks like you're gonna be waiting."
She asks me all the time, like when I'm proposed to her, I'm like, "We still in college right now. We still got a lot of stuff."
Y'all don't
to
have
do.
kids?
No.
Shit.
Nah, no kid.
Y'all been together for 6 years?
Yeah.
And no kid?
High school sweetheart. So
Man, you better go ahead and propose to her, man.
Oh, here you go. You
better
sound good. You sound like her and my mom.
Grandson. When you visit your grandparents, grandson, when y'all gonna get married? Grandparents always say, when y'all gonna get married?
Exactly. That's the first thing.
That's the first thing they say. That shit cracks me up.
I'm like, well, then you give me the money for a ring. Then that's what I'm gonna say every time. That's why I say every time. Give me the money.
What about your grandmother? Is she still alive?
Mm-hmm.
She got a ring?
Yep.
Cough it up. My grandmother gave me her ring.
In high school, like I think it was our senior year, I got her a promise ring.
Okay.
So she still has that.
That's another reason why I kind of, like, I told my woman I wanted to wait, because, I mean, I know it sounds very, like, feminine, but I always wanted to have a very nice wedding.
Yeah.
Like, that's more so what a woman cares about, not so much the man, but, I mean, I want to have a nice wedding.
Mm-hmm.
And not just a nice wedding, but I want to have a nice honeymoon. Like,
she talks about, that's the one thing she talks about. I'm saying
I want to have at least 10 bands for a honeymoon, to go somewhere, chill out for at least a good week. Like,
you want.
Come on, man. I don't want to just get married and just come back to the fucking crib.
Exactly.
Like, it don't fit. I want to have an event to enter into, like,
I feel like we're the same, because we talk more about the wedding, and she talks more about the honeymoon. Like, that's what she talks about. Like, we ain't even made it to the damn wedding yet. You talking about the honeymoon already.
But honestly, I think I would rather get married at a courthouse and spend all the money on a good honeymoon than a wedding. I think the honeymoon is important.
It's definitely I feel like it's important too, and you get to go and try new foods, do all type of stuff. It's just y'all two 24/7. You ain't got to worry about nothing else. It's just y'all two having a good time.
Right.
Yeah.
See,
I feel like, I don't know. I low key at first I wanted to have my wedding on a beach. Like, I wanted to have
that's
outside.
Nice.
I wanted to have like outside wedding on the beach. But then again, I was thinking like
super nice.
The closest beach here. How's everybody?
Ain't no beach here.
Exactly. Like,
no
how's
beach
everybody
here.
gonna get there?
Yeah.
We ain't got all the money to get.
That's what I'm saying.
So
yeah.
I wanted to keep it kind of close, but not.
You have to have a forest wedding here.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing but trees around here.
Nothing but trees.
I mean they got lakes with the beach, but
I think still like everything that's nice, you have to go like at least 2-3 hours.
Pretty much.
To get something like really nice.
Yeah.
So
pretty much. But yeah, so what are your goals for the future as far as football?
So my major is sports management. So I want to be an agent. So just
to recruit people.
What type of agent? Like a sports agent.
What is that?
Like, say I'll be your agent if you
go
to the UFC.
Oh, for any type of sport.
Yeah, any type of sport.
Okay.
Yeah. So I want to be an agent. You ever watch the TV show called One Tree Hill?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, it's based off that, and I've watched that TV series I don't know how many times, and I just always wanted to be an agent.
Like your manager.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So say I can have like a guy that plays football, and then I can have another guy that plays basketball, and then I have another guy that plays soccer. Like I just want to be around sports when I get older.
Yeah, especially because athletes, most of them are too dumb to. And
then I can be there, to help them out.
They don't.
And then I'll still be around sports.
They don't.
Yeah, 100%.
Like me, I'm very intelligent, so I don't need no manager.
I can help you though.
Like what do I need a manager for? What is he gonna do that I can't do? That's the real question. But that's also the beauty of being a fighter. If I get in there and I perform, I knock people out. I don't need nobody to go and make phone calls for me and make connections. They're gonna call me. Like, especially with social media and stuff, like online, like everything is online. Like the promoters are gonna see. Like, for me to get to the UFC, I'm not gonna have to call anybody. They're gonna call me when they see me performing. So, I mean, that's just the way I look at things. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, the only thing I'm gonna need is a lawyer to review the contracts.
Like in all them endorsements and stuff like that. Like, I don't know.
But at the same time, I do believe that when I get to a certain point, that I will need someone to manage because it becomes too much to manage.
Exactly.
Maybe in the beginning, it's like you don't really need a manager because, let's be honest, you can't get shit yet. Yeah. But it's like eventually, it's like you kind of do need someone that really knows the business.
Yeah,
and
especially if you get to knocking people out, you get to getting big and stuff like that. You're gonna be making some money. You're gonna be like, it's gonna be.
But see, I would. The thing is, if I had a manager, I would pay them. I would want to pay them a flat rate to do certain things for me. But I definitely would not. Most managers and fighting, they get a percentage of your purse. Ain't no fucking way in hell I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? I would pay you out of pocket to work for me, but I wouldn't ever give someone a percentage of my hard-earned fight money that is not actually in the gym with me training every day. I fight the only people that deserve to make money off of me as a fighter are my instructors and my teammates. You know what I'm saying? Instead of paying some guy 10 or 20% to make a phone call, and the thing is also not all managers are equal. Some don't hardly do shit at all. You know what I'm saying? All they do is have a little conversation with the promoter, and then now automatically they got 20% of your paycheck. You know, so
I definitely get that too.
Right.
Yeah, I understand that.
So you think you'll go to the NFL?
I mean, that's the goal, or to go to like the Arena League. Where The Rock, that's he's the what's the word I'm looking for? He has like the Arena Football League.
I never heard of it.
You never heard of it?
Mm-mm.
I think.
I think I have actually.
I think he just got it too, not too long ago.
Like I said, I just don't watch it, so I probably seen it, but just I don't sit down and watch.
Yeah, that's
games.
the goal. Is to go pro.
Right.
Even if it's just the Arena League, like they're still getting paid, so it really don't matter. I just want to go pro. I just want to go somewhere after college and still be able to play football.
Right.
But if that doesn't go, then I just want to be an agent.
Okay.
And still be around sports and
right.
help people out.
Tell
my story.
See, me personally, I'm the same way. Like, I just want to be involved with the sport no matter what. Because I can only fight for so long. Once I'm done fighting, I still want to be involved. I still would like to. I'd like to train certain people to become world champions. I'd like to. I mean, really, I'm hoping by the time I'm done fighting that this podcast make me millions, and so I can just sit and talk. You know what I'm saying? That'd be hard. Just sit and have conversations. Like,
can't beat that.
Right, you really can't, because that's what everybody want to do anyways. You be at work, all you want to do is just talk with the homies the whole time.
And then you getting paid for it too. So why
do
anything else?
So what's your training schedule like right now?
So I have classes Monday through Friday. So sometimes I try to get some workouts in before I go to class. I have a class every day at 11. So I try to get some workouts in the morning, but sometimes I stay up too late. So I'll just work out at nighttime.
Yeah, you're gonna have to cut that out.
Yeah, I stay up way too late. And I gotta go to class in the morning. But sometimes some of my classes are online, so they're not that bad. So I can have like Zoom classes.
It does suck though, because like to be an athlete and have a job and go to school is like you don't have time for nothing else.
Time for nothing.
And so that staying up late is like you do it because you just want to have a little free time. Like, come on, can I get 2 hours of TV time, something?
At least you feel me. My mom, she definitely don't be saying it like that. Cause I have my mom on Snapchat, and that's a big mistake there already.
Why do you have your mom on Snapchat?
Man, I have my mom on Snapchat since I was like in high school or whatever. Cause like on Snapchat you'll have like your recommended friends or whatever. I guess she added me, and I was just like, why you add me on Snapchat? She's like, I don't know. Sometimes I want to keep up with you. So I was like,
Facebook, Instagram.
That's what I was saying too. But she was like you use Snapchat a lot. You don't be on Facebook and other stuff like that.
You don't do a lot of posting on Instagram?
Nah, not for real. So I was just like, you know what? So okay, I'll keep you on here. And then I'll be posting on there. Sometimes I'll be posting stuff, and I'll be like, I got my mom on there.
Oh my
and she'll slide up on my story and like say something.
Hey, mama, you wanted to stay up to date.
So I'll be like, man, sometimes I'm about to take you off Snapchat. She's like, all right, I'll chill out. But yeah, I've always had my mom on Snapchat.
You got a good mother.
Yeah.
The fact that she wants to know what you got going on and stuff every day.
All the time.
Yeah. That means she cares a lot.
She'll call me every 30 minutes I just want to hear your voice and hang up.
Really?
Yes.
No way.
She'll call me. I guarantee she probably called me.
Hey, Mom, you slacking. You ain't called me in a couple of days. Yeah.
She'll call me like every other fucking hour probably and be like, I just want to hear your voice. I love you. And she'll just hang up.
Wow.
We'll be on the phone for like 10 seconds. But she just call me, check on me.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, but working.
So you only train like once a day?
Yeah. Sometimes 2 a day, sometimes. But mostly just once a day. Just hit it hard.
Right.
I don't be playing around when I work out though. Like,
right.
You ain't got time for that. You got all day to play. Like when you go work out, you need to get your shit together. Like,
for real.
Work out, get that shit done. Then you got time to do whatever you need to do. But like when you work out, I take that shit serious. Like
me too.
Like when I work out with Al, like I listen. Like he's been there. Like he's done that already. He's just played for one of the best corners in the NFL history. Like he knows his shit. So like when I work out with him, I listen. Like all the other distractions and shit, I'm not on that. Like I go in, I get my shit done, make sure I listen, perfect my craft, and go from there.
Right.
Just listen to him for like 2-3 months. It got me. I made the football team just like that, and I ain't even been working out with him that long.
Right.
So just imagine if I was working out with him even longer, like how good I can be already. So I take it serious when I work out.
So you think about like what you can do to take it to the next level of your training? Like, are you constantly trying to add like how can I add just a little bit more for just a little bit more growth in my game and in my physique?
Yeah, I ask Al that all the time. Like when we work out, cause he'll record our workout sometime, and I'll be like, he said he watches them like when we get done working out, and he like, you can correct this, you can correct that, and I'll be asking him sometimes like, what other workouts can we do to like help on my balance, help on me my quickness, help on my reaction. So like he will come up with more like different drills that we can do like the next day, and just keep like building off that. So like when I work out, he'll record it. Then I'll go off that, and then we'll just do another workout the next day. He'll record that, and then we just like keep building and like seeing how I'm progressing like throughout our time that we're together.
So how much time do you spend like if you could kind of put a percentage on it, like what percentage of time do you spend on like going over plays and then on just exercising?
Like what do you mean?
So like for example, for me. So like right now I have my I do private lessons in the morning with my MMA instructor, and they're like an hour and a half to 2 hours long. And yes, it is definitely a workout because I mean I'm hitting pads, I'm doing stuff, but it's really focusing on he's really focusing on the technique, like making sure I do everything just right.
Yeah.
It's not just about let's just crank it out for, to build the muscle or to build the endurance. Let's focus on doing this exactly right and how to get your techniques better. And then when he leaves, I'll spend like 30 minutes just doing cardio.
Mm-hmm.
And then later on in the evening, I have my jiu-jitsu class at night, and that's like we go over techniques for like an hour and a half in class, and then after class I'll roll like maybe 3 to 5 rounds of 5 minutes, so like 15 to 30 minutes of straight like conditioning.
Mm-hmm.
So like
the Al does a lot of technique. Like if I don't have my technique right, then we just redo it until like the way he likes it, not the way like I like the way he likes. Like the technique has to be how he wants it to be. Like, and that's why I like about Al. Like he pushes me to that extent, like to where like sometimes you be second guessing, like, do I even want to do this no more? But he's on you because he wants you to be like really good. So that's what I really like. And so technique is like his main thing. Just technique. That's all he preaches is technique.
So you're doing specific drills, yes. Not just like, sledgehammer on a tire, you know what I'm saying? Sprints down, like.
Some days we'll have like hard workouts like that, but we still do
every day. How many days out of the week do you do like a hard workout, and how long do you typically spend doing that?
So we be working out. Al has me, like I'm the only college person that he has that works out with, and the rest are like high school kids. And we'll have like a big circuit going. Like we'll work out. We'll do like hard workouts first, like a big circuit. We'll all just do like, it's like probably like 2-3 minutes through like each circuit, and we'll just go hard for that for like 30 minutes. And then we'll go into football workouts, and that's just like technique workouts.
Okay.
Nothing but technique workouts.
Cool.
So we'll lift and we'll do workouts at the same time too. So it's just both workouts.
So how long does the football game typically last?
Really depends. Like if you out there getting your ass beat, then first half's gonna be long, but second half's gonna be quick because it's. Like,
I thought it was always the same amount of time.
No. Because if you out there getting your ass,
so it's not like basketball. Basketball's on a timer, right?
Basketball, no, it's the same too. It depends on like how the game's going. Because if you're out there getting beat, it's like the clock continues, like it don't stop. Like the second half.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't watch the shit. I don't even understand
it. If the game's close, then like. There'll be a lot of dead balls. The clocks don't stop a lot, this and that. But like, if you out there getting beat 30-0, I think it's 30 points in both sports. I think it's 30 in basketball and football. If you're down by like 30, then the clock just keeps going. Like dead balls and stuff like that, then the clock don't stop because it's like everybody knows that you're gonna lose. So
dude, I'm so confused. I thought there was like a set time, like. Your first half and then the second half, I thought it was like a set time.
Yeah, it is a set time, but like the clock, sometimes it'll stop. If the game's close, it'll stop. But if the game's like it's a blowout, it will continue to keep going. Like it's a thing called a continuous clock.
So I'm saying what's the bare minimum time? Like how much is the first half and the second half?
There, you get it's 4 quarters of 15 minutes. 4 quarters of 12 minutes. 12 or 15 minutes is one up.
4 quarters of 15 minutes, so that means a game is going to be an hour bare minimum.
Yeah, bare minimum
an hour. Okay, that's without the clock stopping, which of course is going to stop.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's at least an hour.
So you're at least looking like hour and a half. Okay. A good game, 2.5 hours easily.
And then you're getting breaks, and obviously breaks because you're only on defense.
You got to think about timeouts and stuff like that. You got to think about halftime.
Are there any players that do offense and defense?
Yeah, you can't have
throughout the whole game, or they have to take time and
probably not throughout the whole game. But there's some players out there that plays like both sides, but you barely see that. There's one player right now. His name's Travis Hunter. He goes to Jackson State, where Al went to college at, and he plays both sides of the ball. But he don't play both sides of the ball the whole game. That's too much for anybody.
Right.
Like that's way too hard on your body. Right. I did that in high school, and that hurt.
Right.
Cramp 24/7. Like, and I couldn't imagine playing.
Oh, cramping shit.
Exactly. And I can't imagine playing both sides of the ball at a college level. Like, there's no way. I honestly don't think there's no way.
A lot of these athletes that are in like the UFC now, they were like gonna go to the NFL and stuff like that, but it just didn't really work out for them. So they switched over to fighting because they're already so explosive and strong. Like if they just learn just a little bit how to learn a little how to throw a punch, maybe a little kick, a little takedown. And then even a lot of them actually wrestled too a little bit in high school, so they do have a little bit of wrestling. They switch over to MMA and just start knocking people out and start making some money for their family. And I think that's pretty cool, to be able to it's like if certain sports don't work out, you can kind of switch to a different one that's more suitable for you. But
I think that's the biggest thing, just providing for your family.
Right.
That's my main thing. That's what I want to do. Like anything I can do in the future that provide for my mom and my family, then I'm gonna do it.
Right. So did you grow up like what?
I'm the only
financially.
Kid.
How'd you grow up? Like me, I grew up poor.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
easily.
Yeah,
and I live in East Prairie. Is kind of like a rich town. It's like all stuck up people around there.
White people.
Yeah. But I ain't gonna say too much on here. I don't want nobody to.
Hey, this is the Powerful Fitness Podcast, and we speaks facts on here.
I don't want nobody, like, I was like kind of like the only black kid there. Like, it was probably like a handful of black people there. There were some fake white people there. I can tell. Like, they say that they love me, this and that, how they treat me, like, to my face.
Well, hey, if you don't call people out, they'll never change.
Yeah. So then, like, when I'm not around, though, then they'll talk about me. Like, I ain't really care too much about it. I just play sports, did what I had to do. Get up out of there. Like, I barely go back to East Prairie. I just go back to see my mom. That's the only time I go back to East Prairie.
Look, I don't want to dive too deep into this because I want to keep this more, on like a good topic. But when you really think about slavery, it was abolished in the 1865 or something. Not that, look, really when you think about it, even in the early 1900s, black people were still getting hung, getting treated like crap, blah, 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 blah. So a person can live to be like 100 years old, right?
Yeah.
So all this slavery and all this black people being treated like absolute shit, that was only one person ago. Like when you really sit and think about it, that was like a person ago, like one person. So, a lot of times we're around good people. And they were raised differently, but like our grandparents and stuff, times was so much different back then, like so much different. And we're still living in an area where there are actually a lot of racist white people.
Yeah, 100%.
100%. Like
East Prairie really it's definitely that because my girlfriend's white. So at first, like her
parents hated it, huh?
I don't think her mom did, but like her dad and like his side of the family, like she don't even talk to them for real no more because like we still been dating ever since then. She found out that their parents found out that I was black, and then it just crazy. After that they didn't even want nothing to do with her no more. But
that's crazy.
She stuck it out for me, and then her mom loves me, but as long as her mom loved me, then I really didn't care. That was like the only person I wanted to, to please was her mom. Her mom loved me from day one. So
wow.
And then, like, she comes over. Every time I can literally go see my mom, she going to say, where Ashlyn at? Like, do you want to see me or do you want to see Ashlyn? Like,
right.
So, like, my grandpa, they're all the same. Like, do you want to see me or do you want to see Ashlyn? Anywhere I go, it's like, where is Ashlyn at? Because they know, like, we're always together. But it's just a handful of people that was with me, though, in East Prairie. But all the rest of them, they was 100% fake. But I really didn't say too much about it. They didn't think I knew, but I
but white people, they love a brother that can play football. Tell you that right now.
If I'm doing something for the community, like playing games, we're winning this and that, then they love me. But we get to lose and this and that, they get to sin and
right.
Like, come on, bro.
I just watched this documentary a couple months ago of this football player, the football player with the long the big afro. He's mixed.
Oh, Colin Kaepernick?
Yes. That was a really good little documentary.
I have not watched that.
You haven't watched that?
It's on Hulu?
It was on Netflix.
It's on Netflix? Yeah, I haven't watched it.
It was good. It was really good. But, yeah, so what's up? We'll talk to the people, man. Tell them what what I'm saying. Tell them what to do, what it is.
What you want me to tell them, man? Like, we've been talking good today, man. I like this. I need to come more often. I
mean, we want to know more about you. You ain't got no hobbies. All you do is play football.
I'll be trying to do other stuff, but I feel like I just ain't got time.
I swear.
School, and then I work. And then football, that's like the only three things that I really do. And I try to, I spend time with my girlfriend, I spend time with my mom, try to spend time with my family here and there. do like other stuff. Like I do like fun stuff for her. Like we'll go to the movies. We'll go like ice skating.
I love going to the movies. Still haven't been ice skating.
I've been ice skating one time, and it's hard.
Well, like I said, I love rollerblading.
I say rollerblading. That's a lot easy. Like we go into one in Sykeston a lot too.
Bro, I'm a beast on them blades. Like for real.
Like roll bounce. Huh?
Like not them goofy ass, not skates. I'm talking about rollerblades.
Oh, okay.
Straight the inline skates.
Oh, okay.
Any hill and cape, bro. I go down that mug backwards like it's nothing.
But
people be looking at me like I'm crazy. Like they don't even know how I'm doing it.
But yeah, I just feel like right now at time in my life, it's really hard for me to do like a lot of stuff without. I just have so much stuff to do. Like every day, I have homework, and then I got football, then work. Like I just do the same stuff every day. Like I don't know. Right now, I feel like I'm at that time in my life where I just don't really have time to do nothing. But
all right, I got two questions. I want to say them both because I might forget one.
all right.
So one is, what is the dynamic of your relationship with your girlfriend like? Having to work so hard, going to school, working, and playing football. And then second question is, like you talked about becoming a manager or an agent for sports. Have you taken time to dive deep into like how athletes really get paid and all the different ways athletes get paid?
So like the time with my girlfriend, like we live together. So I have school from 11 to like probably like 3. And then she's at work. She goes to work from 8 a.m. and she comes home like at around like 5 or 6. So when she comes home, we'll spend a little time together. I'll go work out. I'll come back. I'll do some homework. We'll spend some more time together. But she tries to go to sleep at a decent time so she can, be up and function for the next day. So it's kind of hard, but we make the most of our time that we can, like throughout the day. We'll have probably like 3 or 4 hours mostly throughout the day together that we just take time and just, be with each other talking.
So she don't ever get upset with you being too busy?
No, she sometimes she do, but she has to, like, she be thinking about the future too, like, this is what you really want to do. Like, she's been there with me for 6 years, so she knows that.
Does she like you playing football?
Yeah, kinda. She's like my mom too. She's really like how dangerous it is. But
yeah.
She supports me just like my mom does. So like whatever I want to do, like they support it.
Yeah.
They're just scared for me most of the time.
Yeah, my woman don't like me being a fighter for real.
I bet that's definitely tough. You ain't got no protection out there. At least I got helmet, shoulder pads, something on. You just naked.
Yeah, for real, for real. Like, so I wear these little the ankle supporters. It just looks like it's just like
it's like like a sock.
It's a little sleeve that goes from here to here.
Yeah, and it's like cut off, right?
Right, it's cut off. Just that little thing alone, I swear to God, it feels like you got, dude. Just that little piece of cloth, it makes you feel so much more like protected. Just every little piece, like you realize, because like you said, everything is bare. Yeah. Everything is bare.
Y'all is real life naked out there.
100%. So every little thing, like, so the difference between grappling without a gi, like just in like without a gi on compared to a gi is way different. Like when you put the gi on, the jacket and the pants and your belt, your body feels so much more protected. It's crazy. Like, yeah, it's crazy. Because also, dude, your skin is so fragile. It's so fragile, which is why you see when people land elbows, like, it's like a knife, dude. It'll slice your face wide the fuck open, wide open. But, yeah, my girl, she definitely is here for me 100%, but she hates how busy I am.
Yeah.
She can't stand it. But I try to tell her, like, I'm not goofing off. I'm not bullshitting. Like,
at least I'm not out doing.
Dude, this is the point. Look, if I'm on the phone for 10 minutes plus, like, she don't like it. When I'm with her, like, she wants me to be like fully locked in with her, like
in the whole time. She want all my attention.
100%. Yeah.
Like if she can be in my skin, she definitely would be in my skin. 100%.
Yeah, which I mean, it's a great thing to have. Don't get me wrong, but sometimes it makes me feel bad because I want to spend more time with her. I want to do more things with her, but I can't sacrifice. One thing I cannot sacrifice is my training hours. I have to train because if I don't train, I mean, I'm just setting myself up for failure. You fail to train, you train to fail. And last thing I want to do is get fucking knocked out or look silly in front of anybody, in front of myself because I didn't train. If I lose a fight and I train for it 100%, guess what? I'm cool with that.
Exactly.
I'm fine. I fought a month ago. We won all 3 rounds, and I lost. According to the judges, I mean, obviously I won because if you go and watch, you know, I have more strikes on the feet. Yes, he took me down, but I had the control on the ground. I was the one that had him I was strangling him for 2 minutes in a submission. So, you know, I won the fight, but, you know, it's whatever. But I prepped for the fight 100%. I fought my best, and I'm on to the next. But if I had taken days off and slack, I would just feel like an idiot. Like I'm not even doing I'm not being my best self. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's hard because I do that. You know, I'm trying to do this podcast. I try to do vlogs, and I got to take care of my kids. Like it's a lot. It's a lot. So
definitely a lot.
It's definitely hard to balance time with your significant other. And you know, one thing that a lot of people talk about is how women can actually get in the way of you becoming like a professional athlete, because I mean they just, you know, they take up a certain amount of your time, and women actually, most women, not all, but most women actually will make their man softer. They're not waking up like, get your ass to the gym. Mm-hmm. Not like, you know what I'm saying, like, no, you don't need to be eating that junk. I'm gonna cook you some chicken and asparagus. Like, women will make you soft, man.
Yeah, like
they'll make you soft for real.
She most of the time she wants to come like to the gym and stuff, like when I work out and stuff like that. But I be telling her, nah, you ain't gotta come. Like, you ain't gotta go. You can wait till I get home. Sometimes I like this. That's my time too. Like to myself. I ain't trying to be selfish, but like when I go work out, I like to like be by myself, you know, and just get my stuff done.
Yeah, my girlfriend, she did come to the dojo a few times, like 4 years ago when we first started dating. She don't come now, but sometimes when I train here at my private dojo, she will come. I'll look and see her like watching outside the door, which I like when she watches. I like when anybody watches me, because when I know people are watching, it gives me another level of like energy to do my best or whatever it is. Like if I go to the gym, I want there to be a lot of people there, and I want to feel like people are watching me, because I'm gonna run harder, I'm gonna jump higher, I'm gonna like when I know people are watching, I'm. That's why, like, when I go for runs, I'd rather run around town than on a treadmill, because I know people can see me.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying, perform my best.
But
a lot of people aren't like that though. They don't like a lot of eyes on them when they're exercising.
Like sometimes I like her with me, but sometimes I don't.
Right.
It just depends on, I guess, my mood that day, and I'll just let her come sometimes, and sometimes like, nah, you ain't gotta come today.
So yeah, the finances, have you like
not like for real, but I've looked into it like here and there, but I haven't like dug like deep into it. But I definitely need to start doing that.
Right.
Because I know I have to go to like law school and all that stuff too. So it's a lot of school into it.
Oh shit. Yeah.
A lot of damn school, and that's what I don't want to do.
Because I mean, even not being an agent, just being a professional athlete, you know, you want to know in advance. Because a lot of, like, for example, fighters, a lot of fighters don't know shit about how they're actually going to get paid until they go pro and get that paycheck. And even still, they don't, you know, they're not really good at business. So it's not even so much about, like, how am I going to get paid? It's like, how does this business work? How do these promotions make money? Where is all the money coming from? How is it divvied up between the security guard and the announcer and the fighters? Like, how is the money getting divvied up?
Yeah.
And that's something that, you know, I've been studying, and I feel like it's just important to try to, you know, create many different streams of revenue, like this podcast. It might be 5 years before I make a dime with this, but I know eventually I will. You know, and once I do, it's already set, and it's a great way to make money, because it's, you know, it's something fun, it's easy, you know. So that's why, like, I invested like $5,000 into this studio right here, and
I like it.
It's gonna be a while before I get that back. It's gonna be a while.
Patience though, man. I really like this though. It's nice being there. And I've always wanted to be on a podcast for real. And when you came into champs and you was telling me you wanted me to, I was like, it's a perfect time for real.
Yeah.
I've always because sometimes I'll wake up and watch podcasts. I'll wake up and meditate sometimes,
Yeah.
And
everybody watches podcasts, man. Like a lot of, and the thing is also like podcasts. It's still very new. Like a lot of people think, oh, everyone's got a podcast now. Like it's too late to start. No, it's not. It's still a very new thing. Like it really is. And I feel like everyone has their own uniqueness. So no matter how many, like, dude, there's billions of people on this earth. Surely in due time, I'm gonna have, hundreds of thousands, even thousands of subscribers, and it's also a numbers game. So if you like, bro, think about it like this. Imagine if you have a Patreon account, okay, and you charge $10 a month, and you have 1,000 people that are subscribed to it, paying $10 a month. How many people did I say? Did I say 1,000?
Yeah, you said 1,000.
Bro, that's $10,000
Exactly.
a month.
A month.
Imagine if it's 20,000. Like that's 20,000 a month. Imagine if it's 1,000 people, bruh. That's 100,000 a month. I hope my fucking math is correct.
I think you're on the right page. I think you're on the right page.
But I sit and play with these numbers because, okay, for example, Sean O'Malley, he's got a Patreon account, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a $10 a month. That's for their minimum one. I think they even have a higher package. And I was paying that for months. I'm not paying it now because I fell back from that and I'm doing other stuff. But I'm thinking, dude, I was just doing the numbers. I'm like, imagine, dude, like with the OnlyFans, right?
Yeah.
Like, dude, imagine you got like 1,000 people subscribe to your OnlyFans and it's $5 a month. $5, that's nothing. Surely, if you got a million, if you got hundreds of thousands or millions of followers online, I guarantee you there's at least 1,000 of them that will pay $5 a month for extra content.
Yeah, 100% easily. And then there's gonna be some of them people that's gonna pay even more for.
You see what I'm saying?
For other content,
bro. It's a numbers game,
yeah.
And dude, a lot of these people, a lot of these influencers that got their own that even on YouTube, you can people can pay to you can subscribe for free. So go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already.
Yes, sir.
But to join their become a member or whatever, to join their little thing, it might be. I've seen some that was on like a penny. You know what I'm saying? Or $1. And it adds up. So a lot of these people online, they getting it, bro. They making tens of thousands a month just on their freaking OnlyFans or their Patreon account. Like they getting it. They getting it. And
I want to be.
I'm trying to get there too. But first I gotta knock people out. That's gotta.
Yeah, I definitely gotta come catch a fight though. I definitely got to do that.
Yeah. I mean, if you like watching fights, there's gonna be some fights here in Cape November the 5th. I got 2 teammates that's fighting there. My teammate Gavlin Bland, he's one of the pro fighters, and I'm gonna be cornering him. So I was trying to get a fight there, but like I said, I'm fighting a week before, so they wouldn't schedule me because it's too close together. But
all you gotta do is just text me, man. I'll be there. I'll come. I ain't gonna really be doing nothing, but
yeah, I think it's gonna be on a Saturday. They're usually always on a Saturday and at nighttime. So, but yeah, it's gonna definitely be some good fights. My teammate Caleb Woodside, he's fighting, and dude, he's I think he's 22 now. He's a beast, dude. He's really good. Like out of all the people I know, he's one of the best, and he's like the youngest one I know that's fighting. So yeah, he's definitely gonna be a world champion for sure. But me personally, man, I see myself going pro within the next year to 2. I'm 28 now. I'll be 29 in March. So I just want to go pro before I'm 30.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm giving myself that deadline. By the time I'm 30, I go pro. So then I'll have 5 years of good fighting as a pro, to make money. And then after that, unless I'm fighting for some millions, I'll be out and I'll be on to just, what I'm saying, continue to run my businesses. And so right now, I'm starting a clothing company because when I started Powerful Fitness, I wanted to be a personal trainer. That's why I started it. So I started training people, and then I realized, you know what, I could actually work less and make more money if I was selling merchandise. So right now I'm getting into merchandise. Like this is the first shirt I made, and then I got a workout uniform coming soon, and I'm just gonna keep on adding to it. I got my website built. It's almost completely finished. So yeah, that's just something I'm doing right now. And like even like if I was a football player, I'd be trying to do the same thing. You know, you could sell your own freaking custom footballs, like whatever. Like you can just have your own little logo, your own whatever, and just slap it on like on so much stuff. T-shirt, hoodie, hats, like gloves, anything.
I say because college athletes can get paid for that stuff now.
Like what do you? Oh, y'all can.
Yeah, like we can.
Cause I remember y'all like
first you couldn't
make no type of money as a college athlete. So now you can.
Yeah.
I'm glad you told me that because I've been using that as a reference like for a lot of like when I have conversations about like the difference between amateurs and professionals, and I've been using that as like a reference like so y'all can get sponsors and shit now. Damn.
Yeah.
That's
at
tight.
First it was illegal, but then they passed it. I think it was like I think it was like this year actually, or the year before.
Really?
They passed
in
it
every state. Nice. Okay.
So now you can get paid for it.
So you're gonna be looking for sponsors soon.
Oh yeah, 100%. Because there's like some athletes that you just know that are going to the league. So
right.
And they go to like a little college, so you know it has to be like some kind of background into it. Like somebody's paying them something.
Right.
Like you can't have like the number one player in the class go to like a small D1 college when they can go to like the biggest D1 college, and they didn't take it because you know some of them are gonna pay them more, like on the side, like nobody knows, but they're gonna pay them more. But now you can get money anywhere you go, basically.
Yeah, because man, they used to be so strict on it, like people couldn't even buy you a damn pair of shoes without, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I remember watching that little documentary on like LeBron James and the little team he had, and they were like talking about him being kicked off the team for just accepting shoes and shit from people. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. So these colleges can make all this money off these athletes, but they can't make a dime. That's dirty, especially when they literally live in poverty. You know what I'm saying? And they're making millions off these athletes. Because I know that college football makes millions. Come on.
That's like the main.
Come on, man.
That's like one of the most entertaining things to watch is like college sports in general.
Right.
No matter if it's girls or boys, like college sports in general, because it's just so competitive.
Right, exactly.
You just know that. Because the people in the league, like, they take nights off because they're getting paid already. Like,
right.
You know, college athletes, they're not getting paid millions every night. Like some athletes.
And they're older. This is a whole different thing.
Sometimes they're taking nights off, this and that. And you really don't see them to their full potential until, like, the playoffs and stuff around that time comes. And then they start, like, actually play. But college, they play hard every game, every second of the game.
Right.
So it don't matter the record or not. So they're just playing hard. That's why I like college sports more. It's just more entertaining, too.
Yeah. So you said you're 22?
21.
21?
I'll be 22 in November.
Dang. You young, man. You got a lot of time on your hands.
Yeah, exactly. That's why that ring you was talking about, my girl, all that. Nah.
You better hope she don't watch this, boy. She gonna knock you inside your head.
Too young right now. I gotta wait.
Oh, my God. I mean, y'all been together for 6 years. Come on now.
I know. I do, though. I want a kid, though, too. I'm young, but I do want a kid, though. That's, like, one thing I be talking to her about, but I want a kid. But she be telling me, like, we're too young. We still in college. We still got stuff to do, but.
Yeah, man. Kids are a handful, man.
How many you got?
Two. I got a boy and a girl.
That's what I want. I just want 2 kids. That's it.
Yeah. You don't want to have a girl.
I told her that, too. I said, I don't want a girl.
You don't want to have a girl, man. I'm telling you.
I said, all right, look, we're gonna have a girl the first time. We're going to try again, have another girl. Then I'm going to want a boy. I'm like, I'm not trying again.
My friend Gavin, he's got 2 girls, and now he's about to have a third one.
That 100% be my luck.
Yeah.
Right there.
And but his girls, they daddy girls, and he don't care. He's one of them fathers. He happy to have a boy or a girl.
Yeah.
But me,
I want a boy too, man.
Yeah, boys are a lot easier too. Like they're easier to deal with. Girls are something else, man.
Mm-hmm.
They something else.
Got a lot to go through.
Yeah, boys are so much more simple.
So I'm gonna send them to their mom.
Yeah.
Let the mom figure that out.
Yeah, my daughter's mother passed away like 2 years ago, so I don't get that luxury. I'm the only, I gotta be dad and mom, and it's tough, very tough. And her mother was on like 24 when she passed away, so yeah, it sucked. But yeah, my son, he's about to be 12 in like a week, and my daughter, she's 7, so my son, he's cool, man. Yeah, he's definitely like a little mini me.
Yeah, that's what I was literally just about to say. I want to have a mini me.
Yeah,
it's not that I want to have a girl. It's just that I want to have like a boy that's mini me.
Yeah,
I can see myself like in my son.
And you can raise him to be so much better than you. Like my son, dude, he's way smarter than I was when I was his age. Like, like way smarter. And like when I started fighting when I was 17, he knows enough to kick that guy's ass. Because I started my son in Taekwondo when he was 5. He did that for 2 years, and then I was teaching him a little bit of striking myself. And then he's done 2 seasons of wrestling, and he's been doing jiu-jitsu for like 2 years now. He's done a couple of jiu-jitsu tournaments and won some medals. And now he's about to do wrestling in Jackson starting next month. So yeah, he definitely ain't never gonna have no problem with fighting. That's for sure.
Yeah. What's up?
So let's see what time it is. I gotta get my kids at like 3. So I still got to
work at 3 too.
At 3? Mm-hmm. All right, we'll go ahead and wrap this up because it's 2:20 now.
All right.
Man, this was a great conversation, for real.
I like this, bro. I really do. I was a little nervous, man. That's why I'm stuttering. So all y'all out there, don't take it too.
Hey, man, everybody gets nervous.
I was nervous. Dude, my first time.
The first podcast I did, I was fucking nervous, dude.
Sweating over here.
And but the thing is, I get nervous, but we know how to deal with it, bro, because we athletes. You know what I'm saying?
That's how, like, teachers always used to say that in high school too about that. Like, how do you get nervous? Like, because presentations and stuff like that in school, like.
Yeah,
I freeze up. Like, I get
sweating.
Yeah, exactly. Oh. They're like, you can play in front of millions of fans and stuff like that. I'm like, that's totally different, man.
Right, because you're in your element.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like trying to talk to a female. Like, that's one of the most fucking nerve-wracking things, dude. Trying to go and holler at a chick.
So I'm happy I ain't gotta do that no more.
Like, yeah, exactly. We don't have to do that. So I can just lie to myself and say, shit, I can talk to whatever girl I want. Nothing. Knowing damn well if I had to, I'd be like, my name's Today is how you doing.
Exactly.
Saying some dumb stuff.
But yeah, it's way different, man. But y'all, I can really do this. I like this, man.
Yeah, I'll definitely have you back on here a couple months. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to have, like the guests I have on, I want to, continue to have them on, every 6 months or so. I mean, even closer, longer, whatever. It's, like, nice to bring people back on and people can have another. Because people are going to want to hear about you as well, you know. It's like you have all these athletes and like fighters and stuff that people are very interested in, but they don't have a lot of content on you, so it's good for people to be able to watch and get to know you more.
Yeah, it'd be good though. Next time I'll be here, though, I'll be on the team and I get to experience some more stuff and
have some new stories.
Yeah, new stories to talk about.
Hell yeah. All right, everybody. So yeah, follow my boy Derez Tipler on like Instagram. You got Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook too.
Okay. He got a Snapchat too. I don't know if that's.
No, we ain't gonna get that one out.
He ain't gonna give that one out.
The girl ain't gonna like that.
That's the part. That's social media.
Yeah.
Showing like how the messages disappear, huh?
It'll be all. The Snapchat be all right. Instagram, Facebook, you can do that.
Yep, give them a follow. Definitely subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet. Hit the like button. Share this. Help get my boy's story out. And if you want to buy a T-shirt, I still got more left. I only ordered 60. I've done sold. I don't know, a few of them, 5 or so. So these are limited edition. You better get it while it lasts, because once it's gone, it's gone.
It's gone.
And when I'm in the UFC, you're going to wish you bought it. So holla at your boy. Deuces.